Good morning. I'm on my way to Royal Air Force Museum, which is located in Colindale. It's like a university thing. We're gonna have a lecture, and we also need to just look around for our assignment for the presentation. So I'm going with the university guys, and I'm gonna show you around there. I feel like I'm in an airport, you know, like a fake airport. You know, when you go to a place like this, you expect it to be like, you expect there to be a lot of airplanes and stuff like that because it's all serious, and there are a lot of military airplanes here. But I found this airplane. I don't know why it's there. This museum, like, it follows a specific pattern. Like, there's a timeline which shows like the earliest airplanes that they made and like the latest. So for example here, it's like a very early type of airplane or something. I don't even know if I can call that an airplane. And this is like the later version, and it's just so big. It's like, I think it's real actually. I'm not sure if those are like real actual airplanes or they're just replicas, but it looks real. It really does. Well, this one is definitely not the original because, you know, it's like small and stuff, you know, like the okay, I'll stop. Okay, so this one is definitely the original, like it's the actual airplane. And the interesting thing about it is that it was used during the World War II. So this is like a big deal. But it's just so cool to see like such a historical object just standing here in front of you. I think the guy is stuck. And the best thing about this museum is that like all of those things, all of those airplanes are actually real. Like those are the airplanes that people flew on during like wars and stuff like that. So this is awesome. This is a very historical place. And yeah. And they've got this statue of Icarus, which is made from bronze. And here's a view from the top. Overall, a really cool place. Like, especially, like, I'm not a big fan of aviation, but I just really like history and all the things and all that kind of stuff, so it's definitely worth checking out. It's really good. There are not like many airplanes or anything like that, but it's still interesting and educational and great. I was just walking around and I found this place. It's called the Breakfast Club. It's the cafe which is named after the movie, The Breakfast Club. We are at Tate Modern exhibition center, something, I don't know. And we just came to see a couple of exhibitions. There are like paintings and sculptures and stuff like that. And there's like a little balcony on the 3rd floor that you can go out, and there's a cafe that you can sit in. And we came out of the balcony, and this, like, the view is so good here. Like, there's the Millennium Bridge. There's the St. Paul's Cathedral.
Are you sure that it is Millennium Bridge?
Shut up. And there's the London City, and it just looks so cool.
Yeah.
And it's like quiet, and there are a lot of lights, and it's raining a little bit, but it's still really beautiful. I'm just on my way to see once, and look at this. There's another theater here. Oh wait. There's another theater which plays like a Christmas musical or something like that. And it's got this snow. It's like real snow, basically. Here it is, the Phoenix Theater. Okay, so we're just halfway through the musical, and during the break, as you can see, those people are not the cast, they're actually from the audience, and during the break there's like a bar that you can go to and get a drink, which is just really casual and chilled, so yeah, we're having a good time here. So we've just seen once okay, that's not how it's supposed to start. We've just seen once, because, you know, we were on a date. No, we weren't. And for those of you who don't know, it is based on a movie which came out like a few years ago, and the music is really good, and like the whole thing is also good. So basically, I would give it like 4 out of 5 stars. Like, it's a good, solid musical. So
You did a good choice. It was a very good choice.
yeah, it was my choice.
And the choreography was very nice. It was nicely organized. You could see that a lot of work's put into it, and it's real quality. So that's
Yeah.
That's important.
And we're having like a reading week now in the university, which it means like we don't go to university, but we have to dedicate time to like studying and stuff like that. So we just decided to have like a little break today and not study.
But it was so much fun though. Thank you for taking me, Martin.
Welcome.
Thanks.
That was my choice. My choice.
Martin's choice. So you know, guys.
I decided to go to an alternative tour walk, something like that, in London, which is like they show you graffitis and stuff like that and all the street art, which London is like a famous place for that. And now I'm waiting for the guide. He's gonna meet us here. And I'm gonna be waiting for him like under that statue. There's a white goat there. That's what I've been told. Just wait under the white goat. This goat actually is supposed to talk. There's this thing. It doesn't talk.
The thing is, with that measurement of the post, Jonesy goes back to the studio and spends those 3.5, maybe even close to 4 months to make these tiny sculptures and then come back out here and stick them in the top of the post. This piece of vandalism has been sitting there for the last 2 years. 2 years is such a long time for something to last, especially when it hasn't been endorsed. Because you find if you take an aerosol spray down and you write something against the wall, chances are tomorrow it won't be there because there is an authority who's employed to remove it. The thing is, it's been 2 years since this has been sitting here and hasn't been removed. And 2 main reasons why that's sitting there. One of them is a chemically bonding glue that Jonesy uses. It locks it in place, makes it very difficult to remove. The other thing is, most of us never see it. Most of us just walk straight on by. Where's the letters? Where's the kind of scribbles that I can't read? The thing is, graffiti realistically doesn't have too much to do with that letter-based art form. Pick up the dictionary and look at the origins of the word graffiti. It comes from the Italian graffitia, graffito. It's to take an object, an implement, scratch away at a surface to reveal a different layer underneath. That's exactly what you've got here. You've got Borondo, a Spanish artist who literally has put on a coat of white paint and then scratched that white paint away. Hence why I look at this as a fine piece of graffiti, and I've saved literally some incredible ideas about what graffiti is. So therefore it's just approaching the word differently, because as soon as we started calling works like this street art, it's got the word art in it, and we love art because we know art exists in galleries and museums. The word graffiti though, today it comes with a lot of negative connotations, even though we've been doing works like this, ceramic works, scratching away at the glaze to reveal the different pattern underneath.
Somebody just thought, whatever, I'll just leave my shoes here.
Okay, but we look around for the same things. We see signatures. In fact, we see DERS down here, D-E-R-S, DERS, that's a signature. Or F-O-U-R, that's another signature.
So this is actually a 70-year-old bomb site. Like, it was bombing here during the World War II, and now it turns out this area has been sold for £10 million. This is just crazy.
Then you look at that street sign across the road. You can see that arrow that's literally telling you which way that you're allowed to drive along Brick Lane. It also has been manipulated by a single sticker, just perfectly placed over the top. So that love heart is not meant to be there. That love heart has been stuck on there by an artist called Flet Abraham. I have come here for the last 6 months and I've seen this wall being completely removed of all of these elements and people letting you know that they exist and they belong, and that one stays. It's again about subtlety. Subtlety will keep it out there a lot longer and increase its longevity. This is something to think about when positioning your piece. Climb up onto rooftops, lean over the top. It's very rare that people want to climb up there and just get rid of the words.
We just finished the alternative London tour walk, I think that's what it's called, and it was so good, like it was so interesting because they showed us a lot of graffitis, and I haven't thought of this before, but it turns out like there's so much of historical meaning to all of those like paintings and stuff like that, and it's just so interesting to find out about them because there are a lot of paintings which have to do with World War II and different historical important times that were happening in London, and there are bombing sites and just all kinds of stuff. It's really interesting. It takes about 2 hours, but I wish I could just, you know, spend the whole day walking around London and just looking at the graffitis and street art and stuff like that. The good thing about it, by the way, is that it's for free. In London, most of the time, like, I agree that you can't do anything without money, but still, like, if you try hard enough, you can find things that are completely for free and are amazing. So this was just really awesome.